what is up, YouTubers? This is Johnza, and welcome back to another episode of Sawcasters. What did we talk about last time? I think last week was something about my work week while my parents were off an island. I think that's what I was talking about last time, wasn't it? I think so. It's been a little while since I recorded one of these, but yeah, we're back once again for another week of Zawcasting, I guess. I guess for a little interesting story, I guess, before we get into the main topic of this, which you guys already know, as always, but I do not know yet. Me, as I've been recording, I do not know what we're talking about today, so, I mean, it's one of possible here, like on my wheel here, but you never know. But basically, this little short story I'm going to be talking about today is something I kind of goofed myself with a little bit. Nothing like too major, but like, yeah. So, it was during this week, like last weekend. It's Monday today. Literally, like within the weekend. Let's just say I haven't even brushed my teeth at all this weekend. Not once. Normally during the weekends, I don't normally brush my teeth during the mornings. I don't know why, I'm just a little too lazy. I normally do them within the week. It's like, oh, while I'm like getting ready and everything anyways, might as well brush my teeth there. So like the weekends are like the only time I don't actually brush my teeth in the morning. But let's see. So Sunday, I don't think I brush my teeth at night either, which I normally do brush my teeth before I go to bed, but I think Sunday I didn't. Or not Sunday, sorry. Saturday. Saturday was the first day. Saturday, just because also everyone, well, at least not everyone, but like some people are up still by 2, and normally I like to do things like when everyone's off to bed sometimes, but like, the thing was like, I guess my mom had her friend over for, that night, so obviously they were up late drinking and everything. I'm like, fuck, I'll just go to bed, I can brush my teeth, like, tomorrow or something, it's fine. And then on Sunday, hitting on to Sunday, because the thing is, I said I fell asleep around 2. I didn't actually fall asleep around 2 o'clock. I slept until 2 o'clock. I was kind of like in bed just watching some YouTube, and I just kind of fell asleep till 2. It happens sometimes wherever I'm just like somewhat tired already, and I just doze off until like a few hours, and then like, oh shit, I haven't fully gotten ready for bed yet. Which, luckily, sometimes I prepare myself for that, but, like, still, yeah. And then Sunday rolls around, which the same thing kind of happens, right? It kind of happens. But instead, on I guess this is the last night, pretty much, at this point. So last night, I did the same thing as the night before. I fell asleep probably around 11, just kind of, like, watching YouTube. Like, I was planning to go to bed soon, but my stepbrother was in the shower, so I had to wait for him to be done anyways. So, like, I was kind of dozing off, and obviously I fell asleep in that time. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning. I slept for 5.5 hours without even realizing, oh, I'm not even fully ready for bed. Like I'm still in my clothes and everything that I had on for the day. I haven't even changed my PJs yet. I haven't even brushed my teeth. So, yeah, I was like, oh, god damn it. Like, my lamp was also still on, too. It was practically on the entire night. And normally, in my case as well, since today I had to work, and I normally have to wake up early to work, like, it was, like, probably, like, an hour and a half before I would normally wake up, and I'm like, god damn it! Why did I fall asleep like that? I never fall asleep that late. Yeah, and I was like debating whether to even go brush my teeth at that hour, just because I knew I was going to be up like an hour and a half later just to brush my teeth anyways, but like without like 2 full days without brushing your teeth, like it's a bit much, so I just decided to just go brush my teeth, fall asleep for the rest of the night, I guess, for the hour and a half I had left. And then basically just did my normal morning routine and brushed my teeth again. You know, just give them a little extra brush just for the fact that I haven't brushed them for 2 days straight. Like, I don't normally do that, and I haven't really, like, snoozed off where I, like, woke up at, like, 4:30 in the morning. Normally it's, like, at least after 2. But this time it was like up at 4. I was like, holy shit, I fell asleep. Like quite literally. And I think when I fell asleep, it was like at 11 too. So that was just my nightly sleep, and then I just had a nap afterwards. uh, just weird things that happen here and there. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go into whatever topic we decide for today. And actually, I was listening to like the audio in one of my previous recordings. You guys can hear the wheel too. You guys actually can hear it. I heard the ding after it, like picked the thing. So yeah. Anyways, we're spinning. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's a blank. Just because in that spot that I originally had something else. So Mario Kart. Okay, Mario Kart. Interesting topic because, well, I don't know at this point if the Wave 5 has come out, but as I'm recording this, Wave 5 has not come out yet. So yeah, Mario Kart. Get that out of that wheel. We don't need it anymore. But anyways, yes, Mario Kart. Yes. Around the time this gets uploaded, Wave 5 might be out already, but as of right now, it hasn't even been announced yet, so I don't even know what's going on with that. Like what next characters are going to be coming out, what tracks are being added in to the next wave or anything for like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because that's probably like that's the newest one, a quote unquote newest. Because yeah, I mean, I guess I'll talk about that in a while. I should go back to more of the start of my journey of Mario Kart. So my very first Mario Kart game was Mario Kart Double Dash, which in this case it's Mario Kart 4. So yeah, I didn't have anything else past that, even though I had like N64. What was that one called? Was it just N64, like Mario Kart N64? I think. Yeah, I never got that, even though I had N64. I mean, to be fair, I rarely had any games for the N64 when I was young, so... Well, to be fair, I still don't have that many N64 games to this day right now, but, like, still. I have a bit more than what I did when I was a kid. But, yeah, anyways, Double Dash was the very first one I've owned for the GameCube, and, you know, it was fun. The thing is also with 100 to 150cc, I didn't know what that meant. I just kind of, like, randomly selected, and I was always wondering whenever I, like, entered, like, the Grand Prix and stuff, I've been like, I wonder why the CPUs like either have their own partners or like different partners, because basically the point of Double Dash is you have a cart and you have two characters on it that you can select, and you go as a pair going through like the tracks and everything. Which some of the partners have like some of the special like they kind of had the same like special abilities as well, which I'll get into that in a little bit. So you have like your partners like Mario and Luigi, you have Peach and Daisy, Wario Waluigi, Yoshi Birdo, DK Diddy. I don't know why I was stuttering with Diddy, and some others as well. I think it's like also one of the only games that you can play as Paratroopa, which is, yeah. Who knows, maybe it gets added into the booster course for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But, yeah. I don't know any specific stuff that happened back then because I did play it a lot as a kid though, and I think one of the things I did play with it as a kid, I think it was me and my cousin. We always used to like play that one a lot, and I think whenever we normally like teamed up for races too, and it was like what like it was always like me who drived, and then she was the one that just threw the items, because basically you also have the two characters, which one drives, one kind of throws the item and all. So you know, it was kind of fun. There were a few things I didn't even know about the game at the time, but yeah, I do remember one of the things me and my cousin did do, which was in the versus mode, which is just, you know, like normally you have a 1v1 race. Basically what we would do, we just kind of like play around on the tracks technically. Like we wouldn't even like race. We just kind of like go to different places, pick some spots out to be our pretend homes. I don't know why we did that as a kid, but yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, and later during the years, I learned a few more things about Mario Kart 8. Like in years in time, even like during the time when I was it I maybe it was even before I started YouTube. Maybe I'm not sure exactly, but I definitely know there was this one thing that I didn't know that Toad and Toadette or Petey Piranha and King Boo were actually in the game. I never knew that they were in the game till later on, once I actually started locking more stuff. Because obviously, whenever I went up against like the 150cc and all that, I found that difficult to beat because I only liked to go up against the easy ones because I always won. But yeah, and obviously to unlock more stuff, you have to you have to play 150cc and get gold and everything, like get first place and everything in that. So you know, and in those races too, like there's like 8 racers technically. I think if anything, there's always like maybe 4 racers that get left out of the Grand Prix or whatever. Well, at least not at first, because obviously the only 4 characters you unlock is Toad, Toadette, Petey Piranha, and King Boo. And of course, the one thing I didn't know as well, that there was another cup in there too, which was the special cup. So for many years as a kid, I only thought the only cups in there was the Mushroom Cup, the Flower Cup, and the Star Cup. They were the only ones I even knew at the time when I was a kid. So yeah, it was random and weird of me to believe that. But yeah, I then unlocked the special cup, and then I think to unlock, I think it was like for the All-Star one, you had to like complete like every single mode on every single cup, like 50cc, 150cc, 100cc. I skipped 100 for some reason, and mirror mode, which mirror mode was a thing in there too. Which that was another thing I didn't unlock. Same with some carts. But yeah, those were things I didn't know about unlocking for the longest time in that game. And also another thing, if you guys remember my friend Hunter back in my main channel, which you can also find my main channel and some videos we did on my main channel down in the description below, alongside my challenge channel. But yeah, I remember like one of the earliest days of YouTube where I've had my friend Hunter over, and one of the videos we recorded was Mario Kart 8. Or not Mario Kart 8, sorry, no, we played... I mean, we did technically play Mario Kart 8, the original, before, but I'm talking about Mario Kart 8 when he... Or, Mario Kart Double Dash. It's Double Dash, not 8 I'm talking about right now. But, yeah, we were doing... I think I got this on video, too, because I think I was recording a video for it. And I think it's, like, in multiple parts, too, by the way, since back then, when I was first starting YouTube, I only had up to 15 minutes, because that would be the only way that my iPad would allow me to upload anything, before I knew I can upload it up to my laptop, and then edit stuff, and then do it then. Because at least on my laptop, it allowed me to, like, upload anything at a specific amount of time. So, it just won't let me also put up, like a huge amount in one video into the laptop. It can only hold so much of a file, I guess. At least, like, when you transfer it over. But, yeah, one of the tricks that we learned, because I didn't know this, because I think me and my cousin, we did try to, like, switch it up. Like, we were in the same cart. It's basically like the one cart mode. Because here's the thing also with some of the bits of Mario Kart Double Dash, is that you can technically be one racer and have 2 players. You can literally just have someone be the driver and someone be the like the thrower of the items. Or if you can just have like 2 players be like 2 different carts, and then there's all that. But it's a little bit of a team up thing if you do one, which that's what me and Hunter did, and a lot of the times that me and my cousin played as well. And me and my cousin tried the Switch before, but it never worked. But what I didn't realize is that if you both hit Z at the same time, because that's the button you use to normally switch up your characters, but like Hunter told me, it's like, hey, maybe we should switch, and it's like, because I was driving, he was throwing at first, and then it's like, oh, it's impossible, like, watch, and apparently he hit it while I was spamming it, and I'm like, wait, what? I didn't know about this, excuse you? But yeah, that was like a new experience I learned, that you can actually switch your spots when you're in 2-player, basically, or I guess 2-player in one cart, pretty much. Because a lot of the times I always thought, like, when you did that mode where, you know, there's two people are controlling one card and whatnot, I thought it was just the one person stays driving and the one person just throws items. But I didn't realize you can actually switch them up if you both press at the same time. If anything, that does make sense because that would be a good way of communicating in case you need to be like, oh, okay, I need to throw this item, let's switch or something. I mean, you can pass the item back to your partner in the back, but, you know, in case like maybe someone else has, or like maybe if someone's good at a certain part of the track, that could be a way of doing it as well. It's like, okay, you're good at this. Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1, switch, and then you both press at the same time, and boom, you're just ready to go. But yeah, that was a bit of my experience of Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart Double Dash. God, the amount of times I've accidentally said Mario Kart 8 instead of Double Dash. Not bad. That's the one thing I wanted to happen for Mario Kart 8 at one point. Like, have like a Double Dash mode be added in. I think that would have been cool. Like, you know, have it back in the Double Dash days where like, you know, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah. I guess we'll move on to the next game that I've played, which is Mario Kart Wii. Now, I don't remember too much about it. I don't think I played it too much as a kid, but definitely one of the things, obviously, that I still liked about it is the character roster. I think the character roster was actually pretty good, especially since Funky Kong. Like, technically, Mario Kart Wii is the only time we actually see Funky Kong, unless in this Wave 5 we actually do see Funky Kong. I mean, I don't know yet. This is before then, but who knows? This might be uploaded like after Wave 5 is released, or maybe you guys have started watching this video like way past it. Like it could be like a year later, and you'd be like, "Wow, well, Funky Kong's already in the game now," or he's not. No, he's not, unfortunately. But I can't help it. I'm still stuck in the past. This video version of me is stuck here forever, not knowing if Wave 5 has Funky Kong in it or not, or Diddy Kong. That is a little bit of a prediction. I'll get to that prediction in a little bit once we actually start talking about Mario Kart 8. But, yeah, I don't really remember too much with Mario Kart Wii too much. I feel like I've played more of it, like, later on. As I've grown up. Like, I think maybe about a year ago, I think a year ago I was determined to unlock almost everything, pretty much. So, like, at least all the characters, because the character roster was pretty good. Because, hell, like I said before, as well, I didn't know Rosalina was in there, I didn't know Funky Kong was in the game, I didn't know Diddy Kong was in the game. Like, there was quite a bit of characters I didn't know was in the game until, like, I started watching some videos on YouTube or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that character's in that game? Okay, I didn't know that. But, yeah. But I just kind of decided to unlock everything. And I was trying to, like, maybe homebrew my Wii, which homebrewing is, like, I don't know what you call it exactly, but it's a way so you could be able to connect to the internet with your Wii, and then you can actually play Nintendo Online again with it. Well, certain games like Mario Kart Wii and all that. That's how some people have been able to still play Mario Kart Wii online and everything. Which I have seen people obviously do videos on Mario Kart Wii to this day. So people are still playing it, and a lot of the top tier players play Funky Kong. Apparently, one of the best combos in there is Funky Kong Flame Runner, which if you don't know what the Flame Runner is, it's one of the bikes that you get to play in the game. Which, funny enough, I'm pretty sure bikes were introduced in Mario Kart Wii as well. And I also call it Mario Kart 6 because that's the 6th Mario Kart game ever, so. But, yeah, I don't know really much else to talk about. I never really mentioned anything about the battle modes, but battle modes are battle modes. They're alright for both Double Dash and Wii. I guess the next thing... I guess my next Mario Kart game I did tentatively get was Mario Kart 7? Yeah, it was Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. I barely remember much from it. I do remember playing it quite a bit when I first got my 3DS, but yeah, I think maybe after like a year or two after I got it, and I think when I got it, I was like maybe 13 when I got it. But yeah, after that, I was like, I don't know, I just never really touched it again. Not that anything was wrong with the game or anything. I like, unfortunately, I didn't get to learn that Wiggler was in the game when I first played it. So, I mean, if anything, I could go back and play it, but the one problem with my 3DS that I have problems with for playing that type of game is like my L button's kind of sticky. Like it's not like a very like bad sticky, but like if you just tap it, sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes you have to like hold it down really hard for it to like activate. Like I've tried it for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon before, like playing I think Gates to Infinity and Super Mystery Dungeon just to like be able to select the moves that I wanted to use. And sometimes like even when I'm holding it, it just like the moveset never pops up, and I just have to like press it down like very hard just to actually have it open. Sometimes, and it gets annoying. So if one of those buttons is to like drift or trick, then yeah, I don't think I'm going to be really using it as much. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't really play Mario Kart 7 nowadays, but that was the day that the gliders came out, and I enjoyed it a few times there. Um, yeah, I don't know if I've ever really played as my Mii in there, but yeah, like I said, not really. I can't really remember too much with it. Like I said, probably only played it for 2 years, and then never played it again. So yeah, and then there is Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I technically do have the original Mario Kart, but I don't think I ever really played it. Because I think the problem was as well, because the Wii U I have now is technically my friends that I've bought from. Oh, excuse me. Is my friends that I bought off him, and I also bought a few games off of him as well, which was, I think I got Smash Bros. Wii U, Mario Kart 8, and like a few other games. I think Super Mario Maker as well, the original. But yeah, I do remember still playing a bit of like of regular Mario Kart 8, especially with Hunter. Like we actually did a few videos on it with like when I went to his place the one time when he still owned it. So you know. And I think he, like way back in the day too, I was definitely not good at the game. I'm way better at Mario Kart 8 now, which if you guys have seen my challenge videos of Mario Kart 8, you can kind of see. Well, I say kind of, because, well, obviously sometimes even the good players get screwed over, so. But yeah, that's only really my big memory of the original Mario Kart 8. And apparently, like, I didn't technically know this, but, like, I think, like, the last 4 tracks that are, like, on the right side, yeah, on the right side of the screen, like, those last 4 tracks over there, they're pretty much DLC, which I didn't know about till a while. Same with the bottom row of characters, so, you know. And then we move on to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is a game that got released 3 years after Mario Kart 8, the original, and instead of making it a new game, they're like, hey, let's just port over this game with the DLC for free or whatever. So, yeah, Mario Kart 8 was born, or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was born. Now, when it first like released on the Switch, I didn't get it originally. In fact, I don't even know if I even had the Switch yet. No, because if it came out in 2017, I didn't even own the Switch in 2017. I got it like literally after I graduated high school, which was near pretty much the end of June in 2018. So it was a while. And even then, like, I still didn't even get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe right away. Like, I think it was, when was it? I actually can't remember exactly when, but if anything, I feel like it was like maybe 2019, I want to say it might have been. Yeah, I think it was 2019 that I got Mario Kart 8, which, because I think that was on sale alongside with Mario Tennis Aces and Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Like all those games were like they were like on sale for a very good price. So I was like, okay, I have to get all three of these right now. Which I'm glad I did. Well, for some of them. I think Mario Kart 8 and Mario plus Rabbids were definitely a good choice. Mario Tennis Aces, not so much. I've had some problems with that game while I was doing it for my YouTube series, and yeah, it just makes me rage out sometimes. I just can't get good at the game for some reason. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, more of Mario Kart 8, right? But yeah, I got it around that time, and I wasn't really like playing too much of it. Like I think I played it here and there once in a while, even with some friends at some point. And I think it might have been only like a few years ago that I like really started to play, especially for the challenge channel, because I started watching this other person. Pretty sure his name is Creepy Produce. He did Mario Kart challenge videos, and I thought, ooh, that looks fun to do. And I also remembered that I had a challenge channel as well, which, if you guys don't know my challenge channel, I basically do like challenge-based stuff in games, technically. So, like, I put an objective in a game that I have to complete. Either it could be like a whole series of like a full game type of length, which I have like episodes for that specific challenge, or it could be like a small little challenge for like that one video, which that's mostly most of my Mario Kart content on that channel, which I mostly just have that one video on that specific one challenge, which that's most of my Mario Kart ones. In fact, one of the challenges I actually am doing for that still, since the booster course came out, was if, like, once I get all the tracks in this certain wave, the video ends, which I've done all 4 up to this point. I say 4 because I don't know about 5 yet. But, yeah. And basically as well, so I can at least keep the video like somewhat shorter, because sometimes whenever I do that, it's kind of hard to get the track you want online, because a lot of the times I play online, obviously, and it's not easy to get the certain tracks that you want. So basically, like in my case, I always have to make multiple separate recordings to get all the tracks. And in some points as well, like I have to cut some certain recordings that don't have me getting the tracks, so then I can like, shorten up the video pretty much. That's what I've been at least mostly doing as of late. And yeah. Which can be annoying at times, especially when people don't pick up the tracks you want. But, I've been managing. Another thing I have been kind of doing as well is a certain cup challenge, where if I get a certain track from this specific cup, like, okay, say like the mushroom cup, right? If I get any of the tracks on one of those, like if I get any of the tracks that are in the mushroom cup, then the video would end. That would basically be it. But little did I know, in those kind of challenges as well, those ones took a while to do as well. Because you're trying to look for a specific track, and it's hard to get because either people do not pick it, or it never shows up in the voting system, which is kind of bull. That's the one thing that sucks about Mario Kart Online. Especially when you're just doing like free play against randos and everything. It's just the fact that you don't really have full control of what tracks you pick. Like, you get like 3 random ones that the game chooses for you to pick between, and a lot of the times, like, they've never shown up for me. Like, the tracks that I've wanted to get, like, they almost never show up, like, half the time, and I'm, like, sitting there like, why won't you show up already? Which, luckily, there's another option to have a chance to get those tracks as well, which is random. Like, if anything, if you don't like the 3 tracks that the game picked out for you to vote for, you can pick random. It'll just pick a random course within the entire thing. So at least there's that. But even with that, it's still like even if you wanted a certain track, like if you wanted one track out of all of the tracks, which in total, like once Wave 6 comes out, there's going to be like 92 tracks. So yeah. Or 96? I think it was actually 96. Yeah, it's 96. Yeah. But still, like, if you want one track out of 96, like, that's almost 1%. That is close to, like, 1%. I think it might be, like, 1.8, maybe? But yeah, still, that's, like, yikes. Like, for random. Like, that would be your only chance to get a certain track that you would want. Like, if you wanted only one specific track. So it could get quite annoying and tedious at times when I'm doing those specific challenges. But there's other like fun little challenges I like to do. Like if I get hit by a certain item, the video ends. Basically, it mostly is just videos. Like if something happens, the video ends. Basically, is what normally happens. But I also do some other stuff on there too, like session changes. I don't even know if I said that right, but like I'll try to say this better. It's a session change up video, basically. So basically, every time I get hit, I would have to change to a different session with a different character. So I think one time I did it with Yoshi and DK, which I got hit with Yoshi. I move on to a DK session where I start a DK, I guess, video, and then yeah, just kind of went back and forth like that. But yeah, I've been keeping myself occupied with that. And I think I haven't actually played Mario Kart 8 in a while, but one of the things I definitely know I wanted, or I think my rank, I guess, of VR, because VR online technically means it's basically like how many points you've gained online, and kind of shows how much you played or how skilled you might be. And I think mine's around like 8,000. I want to say. I think it's like around 8,000, if I remember correctly. At least as of recording this. But yeah, there's definitely like another type of challenge I would like to do. It may not even be. It's probably not gonna be online, but I want to do like a Mario Kart Nuzlocke kind of thing. So basically, I'm not even gonna do it online because, goddamn, people are ruthless online, and I rarely get first. I mean, I get first here and there, and I get some good races in, but like, yeah. But what I might do is that for like a Nuzlocke, which I'm gonna wait till like obviously Wave 6 comes out for that, so we can have all the characters. But I randomly select a character and I keep racing as that character until I lose a cup. And I think in this case it's gonna be if I lose a cup, not a race. So like I'll probably go through like every single like cup, and my goal is to get through all 150cc cups in first place without, like losing a character and everything. So like if I lose a cup, like if I don't get first place in one of the cups, I lose the character. That's basically how it is. I could choose whatever card and piece that I want, but like still if I lose as that character goes bye-bye into the graveyard. But yeah. Just a little fun challenge idea. And definitely I want to do another session change challenge with Yoshi and hopefully Diddy Kong, because if anything, I have a good feeling that Diddy Kong's going to be added because, well, I mean, here's the thing with the booster course. I probably haven't even talked about what that is. But specifically for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, not the original Mario Kart 8, but with Deluxe, they literally set up to have 48 new tracks at least by the end of this year. So, like, they announced this like over a year ago, back in like March 2022. So, well, I mean, that was when the first wave came out. I think they actually announced it probably near the start of the year. But yeah, it should be like by the end of 2023 that we should have wave 6. And yeah, we'll have like practically the same amount of tracks that the original Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had. So yeah, they really decided to add like that many tracks. And as an added bonus, after wave 4, they decided to add more characters, which in Wave 4 we got Birdo, and we're supposed to get at least 5 more characters, so if anything, I would be surprised if Diddy is not added to the roster as well. I mean, they've also added like custom items in there too, where you can like select whatever items you want to have for that specific race too, so, it's making it interesting. I don't know if they're going to pull up any other surprises. I mean, hey, who knows, maybe they might add a double dash mode. I mean, who knows? But, yeah. I guess that's gonna be it. I really gotta use the bathroom, so I guess this is a good time to end. We're also at like 35 minutes anyway, so this is a good time to end. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching it or listening to this podcast. If you guys liked it, press the like button or subscribe to whatever. Make sure to check out my main channel and pocket or main channel and challenge channel down in the description below. And I'll see you dudes in the next podcast. See you dudes next time.